Lions might be playing musical chairs at tackle. And it's that music I hear when I talk about nothing ever simple for this team. Our buddy Dave Burkett, Taylor Decker.
Starting route to 1905 North Hammond Lake Drive.
Don't play.
In half a mile, turn right onto West Long Lake Road.
Practice on Thursday, you don't play. But he's limited with a finger injury. And they signed an offensive tackle. And he writes, perhaps Sewell makes his NFL debut at left tackle. Why is this relevant? It's relevant because Sewell was a left tackle in college, has been attempting to.
At the next light, turn right.
He's looked like a bit of a dancing bear at right tackle. Now again, he's 20, didn't play football last year, and he has to relearn the position as he plays in high school. Okay?
At the light, turn right onto West Long Lake Road.
This is typical Lions. You take an offensive tackle prospect who's supposed to be one of the best in the last decade, you ask him to play a new position, and he stinks. That's very on brand, and it's because Rhombus moves. Really is. I didn't know Rhombus said news. It does now.
In 1.5 miles, turn left onto Middle Belt Road.
Taylor Decker played right tackle at Ohio State. And you paid him to be your left tackle. Guess what? You got the best two tackles in football. It won't matter what you pay who and who you pay what. It just doesn't matter. Rico, they're going to play your 49ers on Sunday. Decker doesn't play, and you know Sewell is going to struggle at right tackle. Do you flip him to left tackle? I mean, it's risky. You could alter, you could unwind any progress he's made. You could shatter his confidence, or could put him over there, much like Mackenzie Milton in the Florida State game. Once you put him in, you ain't taking him out. Right there. Stays at left tackle. He immediately plays really well. And Taylor Decker, we love you. We gave you your money. You're going to go to right tackle, and we're just going to hold hands and walk down the line. Yes. That's what I'm for. It's Rhombus. Absolutely. If you're going to move him, this is it. Please don't move him back. Because you spent the entire offseason teaching him this position. Don't move him there for a game and then flip him back over. Right. If you move him, you got to stay there. Right. But I don't know. And again, I want to throw the number up for the people. Guys, I don't know what the right answer is. And this may or may not happen, but it sure sounds like you're not going to have Taylor Decker to open the season. Which, again, is just on-brand Lions.
At the next light, turn left.
248-539-9797. What do you do? What do you do if you are running this team? I mean, Sewell is Pandora's box. You're trying him at right. You probably should keep him at right, but it's not going well at right. And when the bullets go live, you're going to be facing one of the most aggressive front sevens in all of football. And I do wonder about if there's no Decker on the left and your right tackle's a dancing bear,
turn left onto
it
Middle
could be a
Belt
clown.
Road.
And this is the best thing that could have happened to the Lions because life made the decision for you. You didn't have to try to figure this out. Decker can't play. You move him over because this was a disaster waiting to happen. This was going to shake his confidence. People were going to be like, oh my God, another first round bust 2 years in a row. What is this team doing? You know the team is going to be bad, supposedly. Let him learn at his natural position so that can help this team grow in further years. Rather than just doing this back and forth musical tackle game. You're trying to, if you want to show people you're not same old Lions, this is how you can show people this is a new regime. Because every time a new GM and coach comes in, you always hear, they had nothing to do with what the previous coaches and people did. Here's how you can separate yourself from the past idiots. Do something that makes sense. Do something that's right. Do something that will not only help your team right now, it will help your team in the future. The problem is Taylor Decker missing a game and then going from your left tackle of the decade, and you paid him as such, to kicking him to right tackle. You do present a possible big-time issue. He's a proud vet.
Wait, what's the issue?
He was one of the 10 best tackles in football last year. You kick him to right tackle, man, you're running the risk. These are men. They're not machines.
Wait, so he's still going to get his money, right?
That isn't the concern.
And he's still starting, right? that isn't the concern. In my mind, the concern is he's injured, missing a week, and now during the week,
That's right.
preparing for week 2,
That's right.
you're moving him to right, and he has to practice for 4 days before he has to play on
Right,
Sunday.
this isn't a video game. This isn't fantasy football. I'm just going to go ahead and put this guy at flex. No, it's not. But this is because he's a veteran, he's done it before, it may be an easier transition for him. Maybe.
In 1.7
So
miles,
that's why.
turn right onto North Hammond
Is
Lake
it going to
Drive.
pose a problem? I would like to think that you guys hashed this out in the room before you drafted your guy. That you said, this could be a possibility. Are we going to be okay with this? Look, here's in an ideal world what you'd be able to do. In an ideal world, guys who can play left tackle can flip to the right side. It's guys that play right generally can't flip to left, okay? Left tackle is Mecca. That's the mountaintop. You can play it, you're normally as good as it gets, and you can flip to right. Sewell is attempting to do the easier thing, and it's not going well. So the idea would be, he can flip. If Decker's out in any point in his career and Sewell's here playing the right side, you would flip him left. It's the priority position. It's your quarterback's blind side. So on a 1 week basis, I get it. The problem is it's Sewell's debut. So now you're not going to debut him at right. You're going to flip
In
him
1
left.
mile, turn right onto North Hammond Lake Drive.
It could be a potential problem, but once again, I'd like to think that Holmes and they discussed this before the draft. Why can't it be simple? It could have been real simple. Could have just drafted Justin Fields. It wouldn't be simple. It wouldn't be simple. It would be a firestorm here the same way as Chicago. It wouldn't be simple at all. And Rico, can I be honest? 248-539-9797. Here's the problem. The average fan, while recognizing that the Lions aren't good, they don't fully comprehend the clown car that this team is from a talent standpoint. I'm not being disrespectful. You're going to have 53 guys put their body on the line. But this is arguably one of the 3 worst rosters in the league. And the Lions, come hell or high water, even under Patricia and Quinn, even with all the follies, they never had a bottom 3 roster. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And now it is finally bottomed out. To open the season against San Francisco, who I believe is going to win the West and I believe is a Super Bowl caliber team, it's so on brand Lions that they could open up without their best O-lineman and the flailing rookie at right. And I don't know what to do. I think in an ideal world, I would flip Sewell to left and go, hey, it's what you've done your whole life. Rep it, do the walkthrough, go play. It's riding a bike. If you can play left tackle, it is riding a bike. But the problem is he should be able to flip to right, and it hasn't worked.
Here's the thing, though, Rico, with what you're saying. It's hopeful to believe that Holmes and Campbell did their job and talked with Decker and talked with Sewell about the potential of switching, all this stuff. But I'm just not going to go. I don't believe that they would have done that. I hate to use this term,
Turn
but
right onto
SOL
North Hammond
is
Lake
sitting
Drive.
right there on the shelf again.
No, that's
they could've
SOL.
screwed this up big time.
Because this is something that you
In
do
a quarter
say,
mile,
hey,
the destination
Taylor,
is on your right.
here's what we're thinking.
1905 North
These are
Hammond Lake Drive.
possibilities. And you need him to be okay with this. And if he's not, then you take that into account and you say, maybe we move on. Because right now, it looks as if your worst case scenario is about to happen for game 1. So what do you do in week 2 or week 3 when he comes back? If this is a veteran, it's much easier. The idea of putting Sewell at left tackle and then flipping him back to right tackle for week 2, can't do that. No. So if you're making this move, you are flipping him left and you're leaving him there. And it opens up what you two are talking about. And I certainly don't have that answer. Now, if Decker is get it, and here's the thing, if Decker is hell-bent on playing left tackle, then you know what you do, Mike? You ride him out at the right tackle, and then next year, you try to work out a trade.
The destination is on your right.
But then you didn't get better.
1905 North Hammond Lake
The whole
Drive.
principle of taking Sewell was having Taylor Decker, Frank Ragnow, and Penei Sewell. And you know what? Mike able to add? There's going to be Jackson. There's going to be a new tackle next year. There's going to be no. There's not.